Hi everyone, this is Erica from Gokce Capital, and today we have a new video for you.
Now before I begin, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Are you looking to buy land but struggling to get a mortgage? Well, owner-financed land may be a great option for you. And in today's video, I'm going to go over the 9 things you should know about buying owner-financed land. Number 1, the owner of the property may still require a credit check. Having said that, this is not always the case. There are plenty of owners who are willing to forego a credit check. So if your credit score is the reason why you're struggling to obtain traditional financing, one of the first questions you'll want to ask the owner of the property is if a credit check is a requirement. Number 2, down payments can vary. One nice thing about owner financing is that the down payment can be much lower than with traditional financing. In fact, some owners will even go as low as $1 down. However, there are also instances in which an owner of land will require a higher down payment than a bank would. So this is another one of the terms that you will want to nail down with the owner of the property you are looking to purchase as soon as possible. Number 3, owner financing often comes with a higher interest rate. Because owners of land are giving up the ability to receive the full purchase price up front, they will often charge a higher interest rate in exchange for offering owner financing. So don't be surprised when the interest rate comes in higher than what you would see with a traditional lender. Having said this, there are also owners who will not charge any interest, but will not offer the same discounted price that you would get if you pay for the land outright up front. Number 4, you may be required to make a balloon payment. Many owners will not want to extend financing out for a long period of time. And so they will set up the owner financing with a balloon payment after a few years or even after a few months. What this means for you as a land buyer is that you may make low monthly payments for a couple years or a couple months, but then be required to make a large lump sum payment after a certain time period. Now, this can still help you spread out the payments for the land, but if a balloon payment is required, you'll want to make sure that you are going to have the funds required to make that balloon payment at the time that it becomes due. Number 5, you will want to confirm the buyer is free to sell the property. Often an owner is not able to sell a property if they themselves have a mortgage. This is because many lenders will have a due on sale stipulation in the mortgage. So what this means is as soon as the mortgagee sells the property, they are required to pay the remaining balance on the mortgage. So check to see whether there are any mortgages or deeds of trust recorded against the property. And while you're doing your research, it doesn't hurt to also confirm that the buyer is in fact the owner of the property. A great way to protect yourself is to have a title search done prior to purchasing the owner finance land. Number 6, in the majority of cases, you are not going to get a deed when you make your down payment. Rather, you will sign a contract for a deed or a land contract, and the land contract will stipulate all of the terms negotiated between you and the seller. So these include the financing terms, such as the full purchase price, the monthly payments, the loan term, and the balloon payment if one exists. But it will also include information on all of the rights that you will have during the course of the land contract, as well as the seller's obligation to transfer title to you once the full purchase price is paid. It is a very good idea prior to signing a land contract to have your real estate lawyer review it and make sure that all of your rights are protected as the buyer. Number 7, while you are reviewing the land contract, check to see what kinds of restrictions are going to be placed on building while you are making payments. You will want to understand what these restrictions are prior to purchasing so that you know going in what you can and cannot do with the property. Number 8, check if there are any prepayment penalties. It may be your plan to make payments for a number of months and then pay off the loan once you have obtained outside financing or put together all of the funds you need in order to pay the full purchase price. If this is your plan, you want to make sure that you aren't going to pay an additional fee for the privilege of paying off the loan early. And number 9, now this may seem like an obvious pointer, but make sure that you can actually afford the owner finance land. Now by this I mean not just whether you can afford the monthly payments now under your current financial situation, but think about what would happen if a year or two into the land contract you hit a rough patch. How many months' payment could you make if you are unemployed for a certain amount of time or you see a drop in your income? Even if the monthly payments seem low to you right now, you don't want to be in the position of losing 2 or 3 years worth of payments because you hit a rough patch and you have to default on the loan. So take a little bit of time and game out a few potential worst case scenarios in terms of your finances and whether you can still afford your owner finance land under each of these scenarios. And there you have it. Owner financing can be a great option if you are not able to obtain traditional bank financing, but there are a few things you should know first. Do you have any additional thoughts about buying owner finance land? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, you're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. While you're on our website, don't forget to explore our other $1 down properties. And finally, don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.